Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. Play no game, yeah. You already know. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. Oh man, love my golf cart, boy. That man love that damn golf cart. You can't stay away from that motherfucker. Can't blame him though, man. You know old man love a golf cart, man.
Yeah. Check this out, right?
My nigga Big Sam Big.
We doing this shit for all the ladies out there, right? Come on. We want y'all to listen close.
Round we go.
Who on this motherfucker? You know on this shit.
Repeat the scooter bikes though. My nigga Big Sam Big. Yeah.
Let's do this shit.
I ain't really gonna play no games. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. I ain't really gonna play no games, yeah. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. Ain't no telling what a bitch you do. For the dough, she probably get on 4 and fuck the crew. Down south, up north, be the same as bitches. Man locked up, but mama watching the children.
Talking about her neck, her back, but you gotta learn how to chop rocks if you wanna fuck with crack.
I've been in love once, these have thought that, till I fucked around and hit a roll back. Got burnt, now you figured the rest. Dick hurt like a blizzard gas. Now I'm living depressed and known better than to trust a hoe. Especially she wanna know how much know you owe. Cause there ain't too many real bitches. If you got one, hold on. Don't wanna be nobody's real ticket. And you know it don't mean shit to me. Cause you know bitches ain't shit to me. Why? Play no games, yeah. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. I ain't really here to play no games, yeah. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah.
Fire that shit up.
You see the problem with them buster ass niggas you been fucking with. Always watching shit, but never talking shit. Did he ever tell you some things that a player do? It made you where the life was more than a hell do.
Well, I tell you, that to deal with some real niggas, stay far away from fuck niggas.
Don't be a sucker, hell at least not for nothing, no. Sucking the fucking a bitch better have some. I need something that's compatible. I'm young and dumb and full of cover, but it's edible. I better
Nigga like T-Double.
get it wetter, sucker fucking better than the average nigga. I need the girl that's into trying things so I can put it in the mind frame.
Friend ain't in the mind game.
I know she's a mama girl and I'm a strict nigga. Once we get together, I bet you she'll sleep better. Play no games, yeah. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. I ain't really here to play no games, yeah. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah.
ATL, need the shot, flip the high, pull it down. Riding hard every day, 7 ride through your time. 23 on the truck, ask me if I give a fuck. Rallies on that 75, rolling up 85. Looking for some cut like you, trying to see what you gon' do. could lay it down and eat you up. Daddy small up in the cell, sound like a friend. Part-time pimp, big block, Chevy rider all through the cattle. Woman number 9, but it's big Sam. And I play no game with these hoes on the line. Let me break it down, tell you right now. If you see me in your town, believe it's going down. And all I wanna do is cut you and your crew. So let me know what's up with your girl.
I ain't really here to play no games, yeah. You already know my name, yeah. Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah. I ain't really here to play no games, yeah.
You already know my name, yeah.
Freaky deaky, cause it ain't no thing, yeah.
Are you a motorcycle enthusiast that would...
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I'm also that nigga.
Honda during the Dream Garage Spring events where you can drive away a new 2019 Honda CR-V LX. Kelly Blue Book's 2019 Best Buy Compact SUV for only $189 a month for 36 months. Visit us online at flowhonda.com or stop into one of 3 convenient locations today.
I invented the trap. Only pimps and killers love me. Hey.
I'm that nigga, 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 I'm that nigga. Squeezing triggers, got the figures, fuck with hitters, ain't that realer. I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. I be rolling green, sipping lean, my Sprite dirty, my whip clean, my whole team got them beans. I got butter for them beans, keep a burner, you won't steam. Kill a nigga while he dream. Treat the chopper like my ex calling, I just let it ring. Niggas plot, niggas scheme, niggas petty, that's what it seems. I'm no Dr. Martin Luther, but I'm feeling like the king. All my hoes, they got hoes, they like snow, but they know, and they go where I go. They so cold with the dough. I done lost a lot of partners, made a lot of enemies, even had to cut some people off, that's some kin to me. But I'm still that nigga in the stingray, that nigga OG in the game, dog. That makes me a bet. I'm that nigga, 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 I'm that nigga. Squeezing triggers, got them figures, fuck with hitters, ain't that realer. I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. I sleep when I die. Man, I don't need rest. What nigga say they gon' harm me? He gon' need a vest. I smell like a pound of kush, look like a brick or two. I ain't telling niggas what I know, that's what bitches do. These niggas got the keys, I pull a switcheroo. Take some, shake some, nigga what you wanna do? Got some killers who gon' bust and lay down and do the time. If I ever need that, I swear to God, I ain't lying. You niggas be on cloud 9, boy I be on Pluto. My niggas call me Big Dog, running shit, Cujo. Big dog, ho, I've been places you ain't never been. I'm up in Alaska breaking bread with Colombia. I'm that nigga, 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 I'm that nigga. Squeezing triggers, got them figures, fuck with hitters, ain't that realer. I'm that nigga, 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 I'm that nigga. Squeezing triggers, got them figures, fuck with hitters, ain't that realer. I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga, 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 I'm that nigga. Squeezing triggers, got the figures, fuck with hitters, ain't that realer.
What's happening? Check out them scooter bikes though. Check out them Ray J bikes. You feel me? Hover 1. And the Hover 1 Ray J bikes. On a nice spring day, excuse me. And a little mama to get it. Hey, I'm about to play this shit though for y'all ass though. Some shit I came across on my channels I'm subscribed to. I'll be bringing that real shit. Man, there's loopholes in everything, man. That's one thing I've been knew though, but they just still making it more and more, making me more and more aware that everything. That's one thing about this country and all its laws, how they set this shit up. That everything got a loophole in that motherfucker by design. By design, so that those that, you know what I'm saying, had the knowledge and get off. This shit's so real. I'm about to get into it. It's called Judge Exposes Banks. A retired judge banking without a social security number. Long story short, they want your social security number on that shit. They be trying to track you. You know you're not supposed to use your social security number as a form of identification. They tell you not to give your number to nobody and none of that shit, but all these entities and places be asking for your shit all the time. But apparently you don't have to give up your social security number to open a bank account, contrary to popular belief. Air. We have the technical difficulties over here, folks. Hold on a second. Tech difficulties. I'm trying to get it together. Sleeping like a baby, wild like I be liking. Come on, babe. Yeah, they love. Let's get it on and on. Over. Love you forever. Alright. Got that squared away. Play one more song now. Play one more song, then we'll play the information. Bear with me.
Money, cars, clothes, hoes, lovers, haters, friends, foes, blunt zones, 10 toes, diamonds, gold, 6-fold, 24, sitting low, afro, black rose, house, 7 bathrooms, tattoo, fat gone, oh no, black strap, black bow, sticking to the G code, East Coast, West Coast, ex-Obama, they are no original, killer flow, off the bottom, liquor store, nigga, you be acting like you all that shit, how the fuck was supposed to act when I got all this shit? Get off your ass and get on your paper. You gotta do it now, you ain't got time to do it later. I'm from Baton Rouge, the swamp, from home of the alligator. Bo Jackson, Walker's Alley, Howard Long, the Raiders, paper chasers on the mission. I had to get it, and I know it ain't over till it ended. And I ain't never switching, even when they act like bitches.
You never have me scared, I guess you gon' have to kill me. Or feel me and enjoy me, love me or ignore me. Sweet Tone Jr., all my bitches adore me. I really like to customize all my shit. All my shit. I spit that cheese up on all my shit. I got money, cars, clothes, hoes, all that shit. All that shit. A king, a boss, yep, all that shit. All that shit. Drinking and some pimping, yep, all that shit. All that shit. Stacking, yep, all that shit. All that shit. Bad dick, fine bricks, all that shit. All that shit. Yep, all that shit. Man, when you see a nigga talking, man, just shut the fuck up. My phone full of bad hoes and all them bitches stuck up. Huh? Yep, all that shit. Got us shit together and I don't even call that business. And then slanging, banging, killing, dealing, all that shit. I can't clean about the mud, y'all saw that shit. Got a focus man, but I'll be the lost that quick. And then fuck up the whole party, yep, like all y'all spit. Mercedes and big B's, we been wrecking those. VIP got about a pound of weed, naked hoes. Coming around here trying to eat, but this ain't Papa Do's. Serve your ass a clip to go, but you won't come no more. I really like the
Crazy how all these people that show love never show up, huh? Hey, that's real shit, ain't it?
A king, a boss, yep, all that shit.
But when you a king and a boss, you don't care about that shit, Roof. Stacking, yup.
All that shit.
My bitch bad, thick, fine, rich.
All that shit. All that shit. Yep, all that shit.
Hey, you know what? They know you own too. If I do, they do too. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that shit. But fuck them niggas, Roo. I ain't fuck them niggas. This song for them niggas, Roo.
You pull my women up. I walk around with my head down. Why? I promise I'ma be the realest one until I die. Fuck you niggas, bye. All I need is God. And this whatever bitch, and you can see it in my eyes. I ride solo on this thing that be up in my ride. If I 45, I can.
Eastwood, what's good, bro? I'm chilling, G. Finishing up the spring cleaning and shit. But yeah, that be that fake love, Roof. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. You know, so I take it for what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah, they like to do that. Appreciate that, E. What's good with you, bro? Hope all is well, man. The Eastwood family, man. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Peace and love, though. But yeah, Ruth, that's that fake love, man. You know, that's a real thing out here. Seems like that fake love more prevalent than the real love. You know what I'm saying? I come to expect that. You know what I come to not expect? Let me see how I'm trying to say this. Oh, no doubt, E. That's what's up, man. What y'all chewing on, man? Tell Miss E I said, what up? But guys, I was you to think about my. Yes, I want you to think about my idea for the earpiece. Yeah, I know what you was trying to say. Think about your idea for the earpiece. I remember you talking about an earpiece, but I don't really remember exactly what it was, y'all. You know, some futuristic shit you were saying. I be smoking too much, man. I can't. But yeah, man. You We're just finishing up this little cleaning up, little spring cleaning and things. I hear you, G. I hear you, OG. Steaks and salads. Sound like a good lunch. Yeah, salads. You know what I'm saying? Salads with that steak. That's what I'm talking about. It's that grown folk shit. Love my salads, man. I gotta have my salads with me. You know what I'm saying? The salad help with digestion and all that. You know? The earpiece that listens to confrontations with the law. Damn. I don't remember you saying that. But damn, the earpiece that listens to conversations. That listens to confrontations with the law. You would tell the wearer how to interact exactly with the police. Already, E. Appreciate you sliding through, bro. You say it's gonna interact with the wearer and tell them how to it's gonna tell you how to interact. What is it gonna that's gotta be one hell of a sophisticated device. It's gotta what? It's gotta be able to actually pick up the audio of what the officer's saying to you and tell you how to react. It will have all laws and rights at the ready. Okay. I'm trying to visualize and you know what I'm saying? See what you're coming up with. You gonna have it connected to your phone or something to ask it the questions, to get the answers. How you gonna, or you gonna what? Be able to talk? You're gonna be able to talk to it, tell it what your problem is, and then it's gonna bring up some type of, oh shit, I hear you, Lee. I'm gonna say Man Cave 2.1 coming soon though. Man, I be bullshit, man. Could have been to Cali, man, a long time ago, dog. I just don't like flying, man. That's the real reason I ain't really been to Cali, man, because I don't really want to fly. That's the real reason. Because I don't want to fly. Translators do it for foreign languages as an earpiece. Yeah, because you can talk. I got my Bluetooth earpiece. You can say shit to it. You know what I'm saying? It can hear it for your what? You can link that shit up to talk to Siri and all type of shit. Google or whatever. Yeah, man. Them niggas, Yellow Boy keep trying to get me to come out there, man. Keep telling me to come out there. I'm trying to get my partner to drive with me, dog. That shit said it was like one day. I think when I looked it up, it said it was like, I want to say like 28 hours or something. I think it said drive. That's crazy. I'd rather drive. Right. I don't ever though. What? What? Fly? Yeah, fuck that flying shit, man. I'm done with the flying, bro. I've flown 6 times. I've been in a plane 6 different occasions. I wasn't feeling none of it. And that last trip when I went to Vegas, man, I wasn't feeling that shit at all, dog. So instead of translating the language, it will translate laws. It will tell you if you have to answer questions or not. Shit, you don't need that shit to tell you if you have to answer questions or not. You know you ain't gotta answer shit. Plead the fifth. You don't need no translator for that. Shit. Well, My lawyer say always plead the fifth. Don't tell them shit. Fuck that. Don't answer shit. Greatest state expense. Fuck it, I'm gonna look it up though. Who will be like the highest paid lawyer in your area? Yeah, I see the concept. I see where you're trying to go with that. It seems like it could probably be tuned or fine-tuned into something, into a service. With some proper, what's the name? Hey, what you talking about, E? Greatest state expense. Yeah, that's some real sophisticated shit you got going on. But not really. Not really. If it's something that just you can, that's kind of a good idea, really, because a lot of times when you get into a situation with an officer or whatnot, a motherfucker be flustered. You know what I'm saying? Just like when they talk about in a real situation when it go down, when you had to pull that motherfucking ratchet out. You know what I'm saying? In a real situation, that's why I'm about to put my wife under stress training with her shit. Because it's one thing to be at the gun range or whatnot, just busting at targets, but in a real life situation, your motherfucking heart rate be, you know what I'm saying? Your heart be beating 1,000 times a minute and shit. If a motherfucker actually really got a pistol out shooting motherfuckers and shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta do like stress training. BA, what's good, bro? Cool, you already know what's up, man. When police are doing illegal activities, it will tell you. That's crazy. California needs to visit. California needs to visit expensive, but you will like this California shit. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know it's expensive. I know it's expensive in Cali. Everything is expensive in Cali. You know, a couple of little trinkets, gadgets here and there. You know, just trying to enjoy a few things in life. That's all. And my next toy finna be a jet ski. And my partner finna grab these jet skis, man. That's funny because I was just thinking today how I was finna buy this inverter. I used to have an inverter in my expedition, man. I had the whole, I had like a house TV in that motherfucker in the back of that bitch. I remember when I took my shit to on PlayStation 3, I had the motherfucking I had the motherfucking inverter in the whip. I had the PlayStation 3. I had like a little 32-inch TV in the back of that motherfucker. I was up there, goddamn. Where was that? I was streaming at GameStop at the mall in the damn truck at like midnight when they was dropping one of them games or some shit. I can't even remember what game it was. But I had the internet. I had the internet through motherfucking Clearwire. Damn, that shit taking me back. That's right, guys. Do you stay true? I'll holler when I get back to the crib. I OG. Appreciate it, E. Much love and respect to you and Queen already. You already know, bro. Y'all be safe. these niggas. Expose these niggas. Y'all niggas, man. Yo, RBA, I'm exposing you later. Alright, bro. Yeah, man, I remember Clearwire, man. I used to love Clearwire internet. That shit was like that shit was a wireless modem. That shit received the signal like it's crazy. I can't believe Clearwire went out of business though. Cause that shit was a wireless modem. Received the signal just like the cell phone. All you had to do was plug that bitch into a wall though. That shit had the little wall outlet for the power. So I had the inverter in the motherfucking Expedition. I plugged that shit in that motherfucker. That shit had the internet and everything in that bit. Man, that shit was like, man, that shit had to be about 2007 or some shit. This nigga Rufio act like I give a fuck. Oh shit, man, y'all niggas, dog. This nigga, man, pedo stalkers bones. Y'all be throwing that pedo shit around, man. Y'all niggas throwing that pedo shit on niggas quick, dog. You niggas tried to throw that shit on me, man. A couple of times, a few times, niggas have tried to throw that shit on me, dog. Man, wow. Not that some of these niggas don't be really doing pedo shit though. Saying pedo shit. I couldn't believe when I saw TMG telling you to tell my little niecey poo to call R. Kelly and saying shit about, how can a grown man, especially one with children, I don't understand how some of these adults can actually say the things that they be saying about children, dog. That shit crazy, man. Like Jolene. Like when Jolene was crying about the things that you was saying about her sons that are damn near grown, right? I don't know how. I think they about grown. They look like they about grown. They act grown as fuck, right? But how can you cry and complain and tell someone that they're a bad person for talking bad about children and then fix your lips in the same breath? In the same breath. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even take another breath. Said that shit in the same sentence. You fix your mouth to talk about that person's child. Like the logic, you know what I'm saying? Like, how that don't tell you you just as bad as the person that you talking about? How can you tell them that they're a bad person for that and then turn around and do it and then that's okay to you? That's okay in your mind? You're not a bigger person if you don't stoop to that level, right? If you don't commit the same crime, right? Then you the bigger person. You're not in violation, at least, of the same crime that you telling them they guilty of. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't get it. It's my mind just think differently, work differently. Yeah, there's some fucked up people on here though, for real, man. And yeah, you be having me confused with one of them. That's your problem. You think I'm one of these fucked up ass individuals in this shit. I'm not. But it's all good. I accept you as you are, my brother. I know you got issues when it comes to some things. You know what I'm saying? So I just let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? One day you cool, next one moment, just like the other night. You be catching yourself sometimes though. That nigga said Hell no, I don't want to know what the fuck you got, what you talking about. Fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck about what you talking about or what you wanted to say. Then he's like, oh wait, I don't even know why I'm even acting like that. You know what I'm saying, towards you, or even saying this shit. My fault. What you was talking about? Like what it was you was trying to say? I was like, this nigga crazy, dog. But that shit be real though. You know, we all got issues or some problems we need to iron out. You know what I mean? We always quick to point somebody else's problems out and they issue, and but need to be noticing how three of the fingers pointing back at yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got your own problems and issues also. That's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, me and other people too. I ain't afraid to admit that I got my own issues also. And yeah, it killed me the other day because you was like, Roof, you was like, yeah, that's crazy coming from you. Was like, you said something and I was like, yeah, because ain't nobody where they want to be in life. Anybody talking about they where they want to be at in life is a fucking liar, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? From all that I gathered from everything, being, you know what I'm saying, pushing 40 years old, it doesn't work that way. Somebody can be content where they at and accept where they're at, but that don't mean they at where they want to be at in life. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody at where they want to be at. They lying if they say they are. Big guns, big whips. Rich nigga talking big shit. Ooh. The devil is a lie. The devil is a liar. Bitch, I'm the truth. The devil is a lie. Bitch, I'm the truth. Yeah. Get that way. Bitch, I'm alive. But yeah, man, I'm exposing them for trying to start shit last night. If anyone think BA said don't start shit, I'm showing they do it. I don't be seeing them niggas start shit. Maybe start the shit with you. Now you might be right about that. You about the only nigga I see them start this shit with. Cause they probably, I was gonna say, probably feel like that's how you like to interact, but don't do that, bro. Don't try to make this nigga mad at me, man. Hell nah. That next thing you know, this nigga finna goddamn hook off on my ass and shit. Oh shit. But nah, Roof, you was like, yeah, gas. And when I said that, like nobody where they want to be at in life, you was like, yeah, that's funny coming from you. You know what I'm saying? You attacked me. You know what I'm saying? After I was disagreeing with you, you know what I'm saying? And you want to attack me and shit. No loyalty around this motherfucker. Nigga. Guess you gave up on that loyalty shit. Look. This nigga Rufio sent me a message talking about I'm against him. Hey, BA, listen to this shit. This nigga Rufio, this nigga Rufy, this nigga RJ sent me a motherfucking message out the blue talking about, yeah, I know you against me, trying to bring me down like the rest of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Have a life, nigga, good or bad, nigga, either way, nigga. Whatever, nigga. I'm like, damn, G. I ain't even do shit to you, motherfucking ass. Oh, god damn. I ain't plotting on your ass. Nigga said you plotting with them niggas to take me out, dog. I said, damn, bro. The nigga just told me I was cool and whatnot. He was just shanking me up when I was talking about I was sending Nisi Poo the motherfucking little gadget. Right? Talking about I better not be sending no weird shit to his crib and all this old shit, trying to play me like I'm a weirdo and shit. Boom. I copped little Nisi Poo the little motherfucking ballad song gadget, cause this nigga wouldn't get the shit for her and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was digging the idea that she was gonna. Did you get the video I sent you? It's only one black girl on YouTube working a motherfucking butterfly knife, aka a ballad song. That's what that's really called. Butterfly knife, the real name for it is a ballad song. But look, it's a young black girl. She a little teenager, killing it with the butterfly knife. I was like, damn, that's gonna be Nisi Poo one day. I'm too much sheep motherfucking killing that shit. Only one black girl on YouTube. But yeah, I sent the nigga the shit. This nigga done took the shit and threw it in the trash. That nigga said, yeah, and I took her little toy that you bought her and threw it in the trash, nigga. Cause the light stopped working on it. Which was dumb as hell, because of course the batteries is gonna go dead on the little lights on the inside. They're not replaceable. But that doesn't mean that she couldn't still practice with the ballad song to learn the technique to be able to do it with an actual butterfly knife. Goofy old ass nigga. But he was more concerned with just wanting to throw it away so that he can come back and tell me how he trashed her shit. Then wanted to bring her in front of the camera last night and have her tell me hello and thank you for the toy that he threw in the trash. And how he told me, fuck me. I think I'm somebody because I sent his daughter a little $8 toy. I ain't shit. And I can fucking burn in hell. Damn. Oh, you didn't throw it away? Your lying ass, nigga. I'm like, god damn. And actually, I ain't even get to say this to you. Well, it's funny you saying she still got it. Because actually, I sent that as a test in a way. Okay. Well, it didn't piss me off. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, G. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just let shit go. I don't dwell on shit. You have to let shit go, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you dwell, you can't be having shit affecting you. I don't let nothing bring me down, dog. I don't let, you know what I'm saying? I don't be dwelling on nothing, man. I live a stress-free life, dog. I get rid of shit to be causing me problems, all that shit. I don't do that shit. Yes, this nigga don't appreciate shit, bro. He's a negative ass nigga, bro. Yeah, this nigga just be going through it, man. You know what I'm saying? He got little issues we might not have, you know what I'm saying? Jay play with that liquor like every day. That's what's up, man. Well, that make me feel good to know that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she's learning that skill and how to. Hopefully, you shown her how to go on YouTube or whatnot to learn the most basic moves and things, so that she's practicing that shit and getting it ready. You know what I'm saying? Because the next one I'm gonna get her, or you can get her, is an actual ballad song pen that I saw. It's a motherfucking pen that you can write with. You know what I'm saying? But it's a ballad song, bro. I'm like, damn, yeah. Once she get that little toy down, then when she get a little older, you know what I'm saying? Then she go, play with that. Then get the like the little plastic motherfucking butterfly, real plastic butterfly knife than the real motherfucking knife. But she probably advanced. She could probably skip some of those stages, one or two of them stages in there. Yes. I mean, she can't stop you, dude. You're overbearing and overpowerful. I mean, what the fuck can she really do? Besides just be hurt that you fucking did it or whatever and fucking just go on and just whatever, forgive your crazy ass and just fucking just say fuck it. I mean, what the fuck can anybody do? Damn. Nah, I don't consider the nigga on my dick and all that. You know, I just consider he's not mad at me right now. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't tripping right now. That's all. But yeah, the nigga lied to flip and hit a major, you know what I'm saying, round off backflip on my ass later on. This nigga be totally misjudging, misinterpreting shit I be saying, all type of shit. Back to what I was saying too. I don't do my girls like that. They run me hood, no doubt. I know your monkey ass be fronting for this damn camera shit. I already done told you about that bullshit. That nigga just be doing that shit for the camera, trying to do all that old crazy ass shit. As soon as he turn that shit off, this nigga jello around that bitch. But yeah, nigga was like, nigga said, yeah, that's funny coming from you, Gas. That ain't nobody where they want to be at in life. What the fuck? When you got your camera hanging out your window showing your fucking little Jeep and your golf cart, you think you the shit? You think you fucking made it? And goddamn, you think you better than everybody? What the fuck, G? You think I made it because I got this little piece of shit in the camera? You really think I think that's something? You think I think that's something right there, right? Am I proud of the little shit I got? Yep. I probably came from worse, not having worse shit than you did. You think you had a bad childhood with you? You have no clue, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell your goofy ass, dog. Hey, Gas, is that the scooter they show on TV? What? Yeah. Yeah, that little Ray J shit. The little scooter bike shit, electric shit. Yeah. This shit's called the Hover One scooter bike or electric bike or whatever shit. Hover One XLS. Nigga, your suit hella salty. Go do some neck ups. But yeah, man. Nah, hood. I don't think I made it. I think I came a long motherfucking way from where I came from, though. I'm happy about that. For real, dog. Where I'm from, dog, I'm a fucking champion, G. That's why can't nobody knock me, dog. Can't nobody tell me shit. Bruh. Bruh. My net worth like $1 million, bruh. My net worth more than $1 million, actually. I'm minimizing my shit by just giving myself a net worth of $1 million. Fuck it. I mean, I got, like, you know what I'm saying, little assets and everything to back that up, though, at the same time, you know what I'm saying? My crib ain't worth $1 million, you know what I'm saying? But I plan on getting about $500,000 for that bitch, though. You know what I'm saying? And I got them, get the fuck out of here. I ain't selling my shit if I don't get $500,000 for my shit. Maybe I might take 400. Just because that's my favorite number. But I can't deny that. 4 is my favorite number. Them bitches might kick me if they just be like 400 the bottom line. I might just have to fight it. But, man, my brain, dog. I got the brain power, man. I got the knowledge. I got the heart. But yo, speaking of bad breakups and shit, nigga, fuck you. I did not just hear you last night talking about you let Jess go and shit. What's wrong with you, nigga? You think you don't want Jess. You think you don't want Jess. This motherfucker don't know what they have till it's really gone, though. Probably was lying about that shit with your monkey ass. But yeah, man, where I'm from, man, I'm a motherfucking champion, dog. Straight up. No cap. No motherfucking cap. I'm just being honest and being for real. Why would you dump Jess, though, dog? Why would you dump the best thing that happened to your ass? Besides Jay. Damn. 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 Till you go to bed, nigga, and have a nightmare. Fuck. After that, nigga can't help but dream about that shit. After you roast a nigga his whole stream, that nigga gonna take that shit to the astral, nigga. Oh shit. Hell nah. That nigga gonna try and come to you in your fucking dreams, BA, when he go to sleep. Know this nigga be hollering about he being an astral and shit. This nigga be sounding like my mama. My mama stay in the astral. If you think you be in the astral, man, you don't talk about being in the astral half as much as my mom. And you like to think you taught me about the fucking astral, dog. This is crazy, dog. You funny as hell, bro. And I always try and turn this shit on and do my spring cleaning while I be on this shit. And end up getting sidetracked. If you talk on bad of you. Holy shit. Real trap shit. But he ain't trapping. Damn, huh? Dang. What you doing on the air mattress? What, you just moved in or something? Nigga said you come through, he banning your ass, cuz. Fuck. Damn. Oh, hell. Fuck. What, a bed bug and shit up? I got a lot of work to do, man. I can't be standing up here reading comments and shit. I need to put this shit on where to read the comment out. I can be able to move around and do what the fuck I need to be doing. I can just hear that shit, read it out, and I can respond. You have to kill off all the remaining bugs, dead boy. How you do that? How'd you pull that off? Yeah, not if you ain't taking precautionary measures I'm saying? Nigga said, see, I'm a real nigga. I won't even talk about your bed, bro. I remember I had to deal with a little spat of bed bugs one time, some years ago, man. A long time ago when I was raising my little cousin. This monkey ass motherfucker in that bitch, man. We got damn bed bugs in that bitch, man. Fuck. Goofy ass, man. Tell me that shit. Fuck, man. What the fuck? Yeah, that's why I asked him what he did to get rid of them. I bombed our rooms, boric acid, traps. Man. Yeah, because I had bought this motherfucking kit. This was some years ago, man, when the outbreak of bed bugs had went crazy because they stopped using the fucking, chemicals that had bed bugs under control. They had made like a mean comeback. Any adults in here, real adults in here, know what I'm talking about. About 10 years ago or some shit. How long ago was that shit? That shit was all in the news. Hella hotels was having bed bugs. It was all in the fucking news everywhere. They was talking about how bed bugs was taking over again. And how them bitches could be transferred. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to be a nasty motherfucker and all that. You ain't hear about that shit? That shit was all over the news, man. That shit was all on the internet and everything. Because a lot of, yeah, you remember what I'm talking about? That's what I'm saying. Now I'm saying any real adults remember when this happened, what I'm talking about. When that outbreak of shit happened. Because I did research on it, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, they was using some particular chemical or some shit, and they stopped using it because it was hazardous to humans. And so that allowed the motherfucking bed bugs to fucking regrow or whatever. And them bitches was taking over everywhere. Them bitches was in all the major cities and shit, hotels in New York. I mean, like New York and New Jersey area, I was seeing this shit on the internet all the time, man. Hella bed bugs everywhere. Word up. I don't know, from what from the, you know what I'm saying, the research I did on them, they, you know, they was always been an issue. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really go back to the origination of them, but like from what I read or what I had found out, they was a problem. You know what I'm saying? There was a pest for humans and animals, and then they was able to put them bitches under, you know what I'm saying, control, because them bitches used to be. That's where that whole good night, don't let the bed bugs bite shit came from and shit. Way back in the day, that's where that little saying came from, because that shit was like motherfucking eating their ass up. Damn. Yeah, you was having an infestation in that motherfucker. Real shit. Yeah. Because by the time you fucking know you got them bitches, yeah. And they a nocturnal fucking little creature, so any light, them bitches don't come out but when it's dark. In the middle of the night. And they attracted to fucking, what's that? Carbon monoxide? What is it? Carbon dioxide? What do we exhale? Whatever the fuck you exhale. So that bitch, your ass be laying down, exhaling motherfucker and sleep. And motherfucking that bitch coming out on your ass. To feed on your motherfucking ass. Yeah, my little cousin had them bitches in his room, man. Like, what the fuck, G? And then, goddamn, I done did everything. I bought this kit online with this fucking steamer and goddamn this bed bug powder, which turned out to be diatomaceous earth, which is why I asked you, what did you do for that shit? Because DE, I don't know if y'all know what DE is. Diatomaceous earth, aka dinosaur dust, aka whatever the fuck else they like to call that shit. It's good for a lot of things. It's actually pure silica, which is the second most important thing that your body needs after water, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Silica, which I think is used. I think it's good for your skin, your hair, your teeth, and your nails and shit like that. Well, shit. What up? What up, Mr. B? Yes, I'm sorry, been distant, bro. Forgive me for being distant. Bro, forgive me for being a shitty. BA, man. You my brother, dog. I got a turkey neck. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know, you know what I'm saying? You know, we brothers. This nigga, you know what I'm saying? I got a fucking turkey gobble. You got, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just fucking you up. But I do got the turkey neck too, though. Goofy. That's how you know BA my bro. But, nah, my nigga. You already know what it is, bro. Love. You're my brother, man. Look, I know you do. Look. But yeah, man. Damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about that diatomaceous earth, though. Yeah. You can eat that shit too, man. I used to take a spoonful of that shit. Shit like the consistency of cornstarch. Oh, but anyway, diatomaceous earth is like seashells, like 1,000,000-year-old seashells or some shit is ground up, and that shit kills them fucking bed bugs. You just gotta put a light dust, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta dust everything down with that shit. You're supposed to put some of that shit in a sock and just pack that shit all around in your whole motherfucking room. You know what I'm saying? On your mattress, all in everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is it's such a fine dust. That shit kinda like it's kinda like fiberglass to a bug, and it cuts open their exoskeleton. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they shell. When a bug walk across that diatomaceous earth, there's so microscopic little pieces cut they fucking little shell open, and they dehydrate. Basically, they dry out from the little cuts that shit make on them. It's 100% safe for humans and pets, and yeah. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers sold me that shit in the little kit for the dumb high. You know what I'm saying? And that shit really cheap as hell. Damn, I got to the point I started pouring boiling water on them. God damn, bro. Nah, you should have did some research, bro, and got that fucking steamer. You know what I'm saying? With that kit I had got. You know what I'm saying? You just lift up the little seams of everything, whatnot. Hit that bitch with that steamer. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit in this room. Boom. Yeah, they be in the little clusters. I did that shit in this room. I put his mattress and his box spring in a motherfucking one of them little cases. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to seal that shit up. Yeah, they can't take the heat. Literally. But yeah. And man, boom. I squared the nigga away, right? I ain't even had a motherfucking problem, but I still did the shit in my room too, just to, you know what I'm saying? Man, fuck DuPont, bro. I can't even believe DuPont company even still exists after this shit, Hurt. What the fuck type of world we live in, bro? How can this company even still be in business after this shit? Shit, man, that's how you know money just run everything. But yeah, man, I did everything, right? Boom. I fucked around, went back in this nigga shit about like some months later or some shit, checking out his motherfucking room and shit. This nigga done bust open the goddamn protective casing that's on his bed, right? Like he done popped this shit. D-Bop, what up? Yeah, you told me, dog. You told me that shit. I remembered you telling me that shit, dog. That shit was in my mind that whole time, dog. All that time since you told me that shit. Like, I've been just waiting to, you know what I'm saying, till I got on Netflix. Well, I done been on Netflix, but I just never, you know what I'm saying? And then one day my old girl was like, you know what I'm saying, she was searching through some shit. I had forgotten the name and all that, but it was in the back of my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you had told me. And then when that shit flashed across the screen, when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the name of that shit. Because I thought it was The Devil Within. When she asked me what the name of that shit was, I was like, The Devil Within. And when she tried to look that shit up, that wasn't it. It was The Devil We Know. Or The Devil Inside. I thought it was The Devil Within or The Devil Inside. And she was like, nah, yeah. Everybody need to watch that shit. Yeah, watch that movie. Well, it's a documentary called The Devil We Know. That nigga Perk put me up on that shit. It's on Netflix. It's about the DuPont company and how they poison the world, nigga. Hey, man, when I was a kid, dog, like about 11 years old, this dude was telling me about that shit. He was telling me about how them pans, them non-stick Teflon coated pans made his mama get Alzheimer's. When I was like 11 years old, dog, I remember him telling me about them fucking pans. And not to never use a fork or nothing hard or sharp in them goddamn pans. Nah, they poison 100% of America. They know 98%. They said every person have that fucking C8 in their blood, dog. What Benadryl did. You ain't talking about Benadryl, nigga. You're talking about Bayer, nigga. And I'm the one who showed you that. See? See, look at you. You're talking about the company Bayer. And what they did. Yeah. I'm the one who showed you. It's in my stream when I showed you. But that was just as horrible too. But you know what? That was fucking horrible, Ruth. But that ain't even got shit on what DuPont did to us everybody. Shit. DuPont got all of us with a motherfucking chemical in our blood that can't be removed. That cause problems. Ain't that a bitch? We all of us potentially have a lawsuit against the DuPont company. 3M probably. If those other people was able to sue them and get damages, then anybody that's been affected by that can sue them and get damages. Because they said they had the biggest, they said that was the biggest fucking, hell yeah, Perk. They said that was the biggest class action suit in United States history, I think. And they said they took like $400. You could sign up for that class action suit and get $400. Well, if you did that, you waived your right to be able to sue them for anything. You know what I'm saying? They said like 40,000 people took the shit. But yeah, everybody need to see that documentary, man. That's some bullshit. Yeah, dog. They said they couldn't find no blood to compare them folks' blood to that didn't have the shit in their system. They said everywhere that they tried to go get a test subject to compare their blood to the workers at DuPont that worked with that Teflon, all of the samples that they had to compare
with was fucked up. That had the chemical in it also. And that the only way they wasn't able to, the only place, no, the devil we know, Mr. B, the devil we know. They said the only where they was able to find some blood. Nah, not all you getting is 400 in lawsuits. When they did, okay, when they do a major class action suit where anybody can take a part in it, right? If you was affected by this, you can take part in it, right? I think I done had like PlayStation 3. I had a PlayStation 3 class action suit where they did something about some service agreements or something, and they gave me some credit or something, right? And if you was affected by that, I think they just did one for this Vizio TV that I got. Something is up with these Vizio TVs, and the bitches lied about something that it's probably supposed to do or some bullshit, and so now they have to, you know what I'm saying? So if you, so if you, you know, say if you take part in the lawsuit, then you waive your right to be able to sue them in the future. You know what I'm saying? For more money or anything, because more than likely, if you did your own lawsuit, you would get a lot more than what you finna settle for in that, you know, in that class action suit. Like, for example, the $400 that, yeah, I'd imagine so. Like the $400 that they was offering, you know what I'm saying, for the DuPont shit. I believe anybody who was affected, you know what I'm saying, by that or whatnot, you could have claimed them $400 if you was within the time frame of when it, you know what I'm saying. But just because you wasn't in the time frame to do that, don't mean that you can't still sue them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? If you got the money or you find a lawyer willing to take your case. Right, no doubt, Mr. B. Always, I be having class. I done got back thousands of dollars for class action suits. I remember right before me and my wife was finna go on this cruise to the Bahamas, we had got these fucking checks in the mail like the day before we was finna go to that bitch for like $700 each on the class action. I had signed us up for some shit. Like, oh shit, sell 50, quick $1,500 out. Damn, on some humbug shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me play this video I was gonna play, man. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, man, there's loopholes in this, in everything, in this system that we living in, this matrix, and the laws and all the rules that they got. Oh damn, they sent you $1,000. Motherfucking class action. Man. Yeah. Loopholes, man. I'm telling you, man. Loopholes like a motherfucker. Just like that shit I be telling y'all about that whole driver's license thing. And how they got everybody going along with the scam. It's amazing to me how they can do that shit. How they can trick everybody into fucking thinking they need all that shit. But there is people that know better, that's doing better. I'm one of them. Shit. Even though I still got my tags on my cars right now because they ain't expired yet. And them bitches expire in a couple of months. Don't worry. Like 9, 19, I think one about 7, 8. They expire like 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? That's how I tell you. They're like a month after each other. But yeah, I'm not renewing none of that shit because I'm not driving. I wouldn't recommend that you do it either if you ain't driving. Look into that. But yeah, loopholes, right? So the people who know about that shit is living their life. You know what I'm saying? Not being goddamn victimized, jumping through the loophole. You know what I'm saying? Using the loopholes. That's the point. Using loopholes, right? Are you using loopholes in your life? That shit like a motherfucking portal on a video game or some shit. Or what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to jump through a goddamn little easy way. You know what I'm saying? You get to take the easy way. The easier way. You know what I'm saying? The easier way of doing things and getting things accomplished and living your life. Than just taking the long route and the hard and rough route and the abused route and the extorted route. I be trying to find all the motherfucking loopholes in life possible and jump through them bitches. You know what I'm saying? At every chance I can. That's the type of time I'm on. When I came across this video, I was thinking like, damn, how can I use this loophole? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Trying to see what's the benefit of this loophole. Why you would want to do this. It's called banking without a social security number. The name of this video is Judge Exposes Banks. Social security numbers are not needed to open accounts. But it just makes me think about also all the times that every time they always asking you for your social security number. And the Social Security Administration tell you not to give nobody your number. And they say not to use it as a form of identification. And none of that shit. Oh, is that backwards? Yeah. So why would a judge expose these banks and give his story about these emails and communication that he had with his bank manager about whether or not, well, basically, long story short, he schooled the bank manager and let the bank manager know that accounts can be created without a social security number. Without a social security number. Niggas flip-flopping and said stream right now. Niggas said niggas flip-flopping. You can't pay me to talk in his stream. Hell no. I feel you, man. You can't pay me to talk in that nigga stream either, dog. I don't fuck with that nigga said. That nigga said, man, that nigga said something else, dog. That nigga need to be real with himself and real with everybody. Just be the trill nigga that he really wanna be, but not being. I just kind of feel sorry for the dude. I just feel, I don't know what's up with dude. Dude got problems. Dude need to man up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Every good guy that was preaching here on some brand new. What you mean? Some brand new shit in there? What you mean? fire that shit up though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why would you want to open a bank account without a social security number?
Well, clearly, so they can't be tracking you and probably can't try and be in your business and, well, they can't report nothing to, they can still report it with your name, right? But I guess it's multiple people with a name, so that's what distinguished you, is that fucking number. My name finna be said 5,000 times in there. Damn. Man, niggas just need to be for real, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how a nigga could lie about some shit and then still be trying to act like he the realest nigga. I don't be on this shit lying about a fuck thing. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say. That's what I be trying to tell your ass 1,000 times. I'm done telling your ass. I don't give a fuck whether you believe it or not. I don't gotta lie, dog. I despise liars, man. You ain't got a lot to kick it, man. You ain't got a lot of kick it to be around me, dog. If you will lie about some shit, you can't be trusted, man. Can't trust you, dog. I can't take your word. I don't know what the fucking. That's the problem. That's my problem with you. How can you expect somebody to believe anything you say? Maybe you don't expect someone to believe what you say. You don't know when you telling the truth or when you lying. What type of shit is that? Who trying to deal with some shit like that? I don't like that type of shit. I don't like dealing with them type of people. I don't know if they trustworthy or not, or I don't know if they a liar, or if they're telling me the truth, or if they're telling me a lie this time. I don't be having them type of people in my circle. I don't even be dealing with motherfuckers like that. How can you say that but be a liar though? You lie all the time. You like to tell me that I lie all the time. I don't. I don't know where you get that shit from. You just like to try and maybe piss me off or something. I believe you be projecting your own self onto me. Cause you do lie. You say you lie. You claim that you lie. I mean, at least you honest. I'll give you that. At least you're honest about the shit. But I'm just as honest too. If I be lying about that shit, I would say that shit. Fuck. What the fuck? If I did happen to tell a lie about something once, what the fuck? I would come back and tell that I told the lie about that if I did. Man, you know what I mean? Lies you done motherfucking told on me. That shit ain't no joke. Oh, I guess it was a joke too when you told me you threw the motherfucking flip fin in the trash. That was a joke? I guess so, an evil prank, huh? That's what you was on? Your evil prank, motherfucker? That's what that was, an evil joke you was trying to pull on me? Fuck up out of here, nigga. I need a power washer. A lawnmower and a trimmer. I just bought a lawnmower and a trimmer. The other one I had fucked up. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it worked. It affected. That spell, that particular spell you cast at that time worked. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes your spells are weak. Your spells are no problem to deal with. They just bounce right off of you. You know what I'm I'm saying? They don't absorb. You know what I'm saying? That shit's just bounce off my force field, off my, you know what I'm saying, shield. That one got around. That shit went around. Cause all that shit is spells and shit. You think you a fucking grand wizard, but you're not. Niggas be trying to affect you with their spells and shit. All you Harry Potter ass niggas coming through the bitch. Niggas can affect me with those spells. Y'all niggas is weak wizards, dog. First of all, your spells is petty, boy. You got them weak ass spells you casting. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the drawing board and try and conjure up some more powerful, stronger shit to affect the real nigga. And a grand wizard around this bitch. Cause that little weak ass shit ain't doing it. It'll do something. But that ain't it. Dealing with a grand master wizard over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm casting mighty spells out that bit, right? Having major effects, causing effects. Big spell casting, yeah. Hollis, nigga. I casted a spell so strong with that nigga Hollis, that nigga can't stop thinking about me. And that ain't even what the motherfucking spell was I was trying to cast. What the fuck, nigga? That wasn't even the spell I was trying to cast. I done goddamn had other. I didn't. Fuck. I had to be aware of this. You know what I'm saying? Spells I be casting and shit sometimes, man. Shit's having the effects that I wasn't ready for. That I wasn't intended for to have the outcomes and shit. Affected this nigga in a major way. Whoa, man. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I be casting spells for the goodness, man. That's the difference. That's the difference. Don't confuse my shit. Cause a motherfucker like to try and twist my shit up, man. Man, yeah, thinking otherwise. My spells are casted for the goodness. I'm a good grand master wizard. You know what I'm saying? Just make that be known. Let that shit be known and mark that down. I ain't trying to bring nobody down. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring a motherfucker up. Lift a motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? I hit the peace pipe. Puff your peace pipe. Chill out. In fact, it's the new peace pipe. These are the new peace pipes right here. Liquid moving slow. The oil. You know what I'm saying? Just the new peace pipe, man. shit.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Hold up. Let me right with y'all's ass.
Oh yeah, man. Let me just let this shit right here play for y'all before I go over here right quick. I got Jug right quick. I'm gonna let it play though. Let it play a little bit.
Surrender our inalienable rights and become rights. Our social security numbers. In other words, what good does it do me to regain my freedom if I can't cash any checks and in business if banks by our need? Some of these strategies are the collective and in virtually every
And I'll be right back though. Hold up.
Virtually everyone in the constitutionalist community senses that the Social Security number is far more than a device that allows government to track us and invade our privacy. It is one of the primary instruments by which we surrender our inalienable rights and become government subjects rather than collective sovereigns. A number of strategies have been proposed to revoke our Social Security numbers and regain our inalienable rights. Some of these strategies seem workable, others unlikely. But usually, the decision to revoke one's Social Security number is compromised by our need for bank accounts. Yes, I may be able to free myself from the political disability of Social Security, but how can I stay in business if banks won't open accounts without Social Security numbers? In other words, what good does it do me to regain my freedom if I can't cash any checks and am thereby relegated to a subsistence standard of living? Our conflicting needs to a bank account and to be free are so onerous and fundamental that a solution to the banking without SSN problem is very nearly the constitutionalist holy grail. On March 14, 1999, I received the following email from J.D. Kingston, a retired businessman and retired judge, concerning the mandatory use of Social Security numbers to secure bank accounts. Those of you who are interested in banking without Social Security numbers should find Mr. Kingston's opinions illuminating.
This shit go hard though. I'll be right back.
Dear Mr. Alfred, you and your readers may be interested in following this series of emails. In mid-June AD 1998, I received a postcard from United Community Bank, 2100 FM 407, Highland 75077. The postcard was an invitation for me to join us for our opening and dedication. They were obviously a new bank looking for some business. Since the postcard included UCB's email address, I sent them an email informing them that due to my sincere and truly held scriptural beliefs, I did not possess a social security number, and then asked them if they would accommodate me with a non-interest-bearing account. The following are a series of emails between the bank representative, Rick Schumacher, and myself, Jay Kingston. June 25th, 1998. Dear Mr. Kingston, thank you for your interest in our bank. Though we are a new bank, we're staffed with professionals with many years of experience. The services you made reference to are services that we do offer. However, by regulation, we are required to have local forms of identification, and an SSI number is not optional. While we respect your very strong convictions, we unfortunately must comply with the regulatory requirements. Sincerely, Rick Schumacher, United Community Bank, National Association member, FDIC. June 25th, 1998. Dear Rick, thank you for your prompt reply. In your reply, you stated that, by regulation, we are required to have local forms of identification, and an SSI number is not optional. I was totally unaware of that. Hope I didn't cause you any inconvenience. By the way, would you be so kind as to give me the citation of the regulation of which you speak? Thanks again for your time. Respectfully, J.D. Kingston. June 27th, 1998. Dear Mr. Kingston, I would be happy to provide you the regulation reference for the requirements of the tax identification number. The following are Federal Register references: 37 FR 13279, 37 FR 26517, Title 26, Section 6109 of the Internal Revenue Code, and 38 FR 3341, as well as 38 FR 32336. Sincerely, Rick Schumacher. June 28, 1998. Dear Rick, thank you once again for your prompt reply to my request, and a banker answering email on Saturday. This indicates that the material printed in your brochure is not merely just more propaganda put out by business, but is the absolute truth. I appreciate you. Respectfully, J.D. Kingston. July 2nd, 1988. Dear Mr. Kingston, thank you for your kind words. Yes, we do work on Saturdays. As a community bank, we are here when the customer needs access to banking services. Have a good day. Rick Schumacher. Postscript. What line of work are you in? July 5th, 1998. Dear Rick, it's nice to see that some banks are concerned with their customers. Too few businesses today seem to forget that it's their customers who allow the bills to be paid. You're to be commended. There's an old analogy about the railroads. They used to flourish. That's when they thought that they were in the people business. They moved people and people's commodities. Then one day, the big shots decided that they were not in the people business, but in the railroad business. The rest is history. I'm a retired businessman and retired judge. My wife and I travel 99% of the time, and we would like to make Texas our home base. Hence, our interest in your bank. We're the kind of people who like to support the little guy, the mom and pop stores, and the new kid on the block, so to speak. We actually have a bank now who doesn't require a TIN from us, and I guess we'll have to stay with them. If you have any age under your belt, I'm 56, you probably know that bureaucrats never pass a statute or regulation that doesn't contain a loophole. I'd be happy to share the loophole to Title 26 United States Code 6109 with you if you have any interest. Good luck with your bank, and to you personally, J.D. Kingston. July 6, 1998. Always interested in learning. What is the loophole in Title 26 United States Code 6109? Rick Schumacher. July 12, 1998. Regarding Title 26 United States Code subsection 6109, Part 1. Dear Rick, you would ask? Sorry for the delay. Just got back from a 2-week trip. Had a great time. Supposed to leave again toward the end of the month. Hope I have enough time to satisfactorily answer your question before we have to leave. Rather than write a 10-page email, which is unnecessarily cumbersome and unwieldy, I will split the answer to your question into parts, this being part 1. I'll try to be brief, but that always isn't possible when trying to explain a convoluted law. For example, Title 26 United States Code 6109 is comprised of subsections A through H, as well as many subsections. The portion of Title 26 United States Code 6109 to which you referred is Title 26 United States Code 6109A3, which is titled Furnishing Number of Another Person. It states that any person, in other words, bank, which is an artificial person under the law, any person required under the authority of this title to make a return, statement, or other document with respect to another person, in other words, your customer, shall request, notice the word request here. Notice that Congress did not use a word like demand or require, but they used the word request. Shall request from such other person and shall include in any such return, statement, or other document such identifying number as may be prescribed for securing proper identification of such other person. The word request was used here, so this section would be found compatible with a myriad of other laws, including, but not limited to, the Privacy Act. If a word like demand or require were used in this section, Congress ran the risk of having this section struck down by a court of law. For a company to comply with Title 26 United States Code 6109A3, said company must merely request an identification number from a customer or an employee, but only if said company is required by law to make a return, statement, or other documents. This return requirement would include virtually all corporations, most partnerships, and many sole proprietorships. Pursuant to this section, a company is required to request a number. The company is not required to receive a number, nor is the customer required to give a number. The bad news is that if you are a company required to file a return and do not include all information, that includes identifying numbers for each of your customers, on the forms you send to an agency of government, pursuant to Title 26 United States Code 6721 and 6722, you can be fined $250. The good news is that there is a loophole for each of those sections also. I'll go into more detail if you so desire. In other words, if you're still interested in learning. In a subsequent part, perhaps part 2, which will follow when time allows. Respectfully, J.D. Kingston. July 12, 1998. Thanks for the info. Keep it coming. Have a good day. Rick Schumacher. July 19, 1998. Regarding Title 26 United States Code 6109, Part 2. I studied a little history, and it seems that mankind has had an affinity for sleeping and eating for some 6,000 years now. Guess it will always be with us. It's admirable to note that you place spending time with your family in the same category. Your previous postscript reminds me of something my father told me when I was 17 years old. He said, "Son, you can be a success in any endeavor you choose if every day you will commit to working half a day, and it really doesn't matter which 12 hours it is." On to the subject matter at hand. In Part 1, we learned that, pursuant to Title 26 United States Code 6109, a company is required to request an identifying number from a customer/employee, but a company is not required to obtain an identifying number. Now, suppose you have a customer with a non-interest bearing account and it's time to file a report with the banking authorities or some other entity. Suppose you enter the person's name on the report and leave blank the corresponding box that asks for that person's identifying number. Now, what happens? Title 26 United States Code 6721 is titled Failure to File Correct Information Returns. Emphasis added. Leaving off a number that you never obtained does not make the return incorrect. Title 26 United States Code 6721A. Imposition of penalty. 1. In general. In the case of a failure described in paragraph A2 below, by any person with respect to an information return, such person shall pay a penalty of $250 for each return with respect to which such a failure occurs. But the total amount imposed on such person for all such failures during any calendar year shall not exceed $3 million. Title 26, United States Code 6721A2. Failure subject to penalty. For purposes of paragraph 1, the failure described in this paragraph are A. Any failure to file an information return with the Secretary on or before the required filing date, and B. Any failure to include all the information required to be shown on the return or the inclusion of incorrect information. So, if a company is required under Title 26 United States Code 6721A2A by its regulatory authorities to include information such as an identifying number on a return, and it fails to do so, or makes an innocent mistake by the inclusion of incorrect information, the company can be fined $250. See Title 26 United States Code 6721A1. For each failure, but said fine shall not exceed $3 million. Whoa. Title 26 United States Code 6721E. Penalty in case of intentional disregard. If one or more failures described in Title 26 United States Code 6721A2 are due to intentional disregard, emphasis added, of the filing requirement or the correct information reporting requirement, then with respect to each such failure, the penalty imposed under subsection 26 U.S.C. 6721A shall be $500. E3. In the case of any penalty determined under paragraph 26, United States Code 6721-2 and 6121E3, A, the $3 million limitation under 26 U.S.C. 6721A1 shall not apply. So now, if you admit an identifying number with intentional disregard per 26 U.S.C. 6721E, your fine or penalty is increased from $250 to $500 per occurrence. The maximum $3 million is lifted, and you may now be fined an infinite amount. It's no wonder companies don't request a number. They see these statutes and they demand a number. Who in their right mind would subject their company to such huge fines and still expect to keep their job so they can sleep, eat, see my family, etc.? Sounds pretty grim so far. I told you there was good news too. Maybe we'll get to that next time. Keep balancing the customer service with quality family time. Wish I would have done better. Respectfully, J.D. Kingston. July 25th, 1998. Title 26, U.S.C. 6109, Part 3. In Part 2, we learned that any person who is required to submit a report that includes provisions for a tax identification number, or EIN number, employer's identification number, or SSN, and omits that information is subject to a fine of $250 per occurrence. But said fine shall not exceed $3 million in any year. Now, the good news, also known as the truth. Title 26 U.S.C. 6724 is titled Waiver, Definitions, and Special Rules. 6724A, Reasonable Cause Waiver. No penalty shall be imposed under this part with respect to any failure if it is shown that such failure is due to reasonable cause and not to willful neglect. The $250 penalty described and imposed in 26 U.S.C. 6721A1 will not be imposed if your omission was due to reasonable cause. Do you suppose that your failure to supply a number of a customer, who in turn failed to supply a number to you because it did not exist, would be considered reasonable cause? If you answered in the affirmative, you'd be correct. Remember the term shall request in 26 U.S.C. 6109? If you request a number and your request is denied for whatever reason, you have, in part, satisfied the reasonable cause requirement of 26 U.S.C. 6724A, and no fine/penalty can be imposed pursuant to law. And the next part will examine portions of the Code of Federal Regulations, CFR, that pertain to this subject matter. For your homework, you may study the following two definitions. Code of Federal Regulations. The Code of Federal Regulations is the...
You know what this nigga talking about, man? A whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. What's happening? Two. What's happening in the stream world out here?